So first time bought a house was in 2003. So it was about 3 months after Amber and I got married. So we just got married, and that was the next thing on our checklist is to let's go buy a house. So I guess like most people, we had knew somebody in the business. It was actually one of Amber's family members that did mortgages at that time, and so we went through with them and was able to find a mortgage that fit our needs at that time. Low down payment, first time home buyer, things like that. And obviously it was a much different time in the mortgage industry as it is now, but it was a good experience to be able to say that we were homeowners, and at such what I consider to be an early age, at 24 years old, just starting out in both of our careers and being able to get into a house. It's a good feeling. We didn't wait too long. So we both had jobs, so it was it was the next step, and just kind of getting out of renting and wanting to honestly build some type of wealth and start having something that our money was going to. At the time, you only hear what you want to hear in those situations, which you are approved. You can get a mortgage at this price. The payment was good. If I was smart enough at that moment in time and understand the things that I do now, I would have asked more questions as far as, are there other programs that might be more beneficial to us? Should we wait to save up some more money? Little things like that, I think can make a difference in just peace of mind that that you were able to be put into the best mortgage for your specific situation. Back when we bought, there were 80-20 loans, so that's how 100% financing was done. And a great loan, but I didn't know that the 20% mortgage, the second, was an interest-only loan when we first got into it. So when we came to sell the house, obviously, that was still at the same level, and we didn't have as much equity in the property at the time. Wasn't anything against the loan. I just didn't understand that. So being able to understand and know what questions to ask, and how is this going to benefit me, and not just looking at getting into the house, but what's going to happen when I leave the house. And I think that's probably one of the biggest things that if I could go back, I would understand that process a little more. What's going to take place when I exit from this mortgage? Most people are only going to be in that specific house or that mortgage on an average of 5 to 7 years. So if they're in that house longer than that period of time, well, that's something we need to look at, of what type of loan that we should be talking to somebody about, or just what I'm going to get. But we left within 3 years. We were there in that house for 3 years, got pregnant, and we were going to move closer to family. So in that situation, in hindsight, I probably would have maybe done a little something different. I might have had a little bit more equity by not going that 20%, interest-only second mortgage at the time. So going into this house, so it was I think a lot of my mindset going into a mortgage was thinking about college, and this felt like this was going to be a much more permanent home. We were going to be here for a lot longer than 3 to 5 years. Obviously, the first house we bought, we knew it was just a stepping stone, and this was not going to be a long-time solution. So definitely a different mindset going into buying the second house. And so finding a mortgage that I knew that was going to allow us to have more equity being built throughout that time was something that was important. And then also thinking about, if we do stay here for 20, 25 something years, that the house would be paid for before college. And so that was this house was definitely more of a long-term goal, as opposed to a short-term solution of getting in and just trying to buy a house. Obviously, you're going to go up in price. There's going to be different things that you're looking at there, but just overall, it was finding a place that we knew that we could call home for a long time, and then knowing that the mortgage was actually working for us.